So I hope everyone is doing well, or well enough, or going through it, getting through it, working through it. Because that's really what this time is about. That's really what we're supposed to be doing. And I'm feeling inspired. I had a strange night, lots of weird dreams, and then woke up feeling like, oh gosh, how am I gonna get through this day? I'm feeling really dark, feeling really depressed, and it's really cloudy, like blah 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 blah. It's just gonna be a long day, there's gonna be so much and I really was not excited. Emotionally feeling like falling into the turbulence and falling into the doom and gloom and avoidance of just the power the power that we all have to really turn ourselves around and turn our perspective into something different and turn our feelings themselves into something else, something that we'd rather be experiencing. And it doesn't mean you let go of or disregard or completely ignore the other things, the other parts, the darker parts, the difficult parts that are going on, cycling inside of you, inside of our collective world. It just means that you realize how much control you have and how you can approach what's going on in your life. And what I'm realizing now is we have systems. We have ways that things operate in our world and in our relationships and our interactions and situations. And it can go of anything from the way that we feel that we need to be in an intimate relationship and connect with each other, that exclusivity in a sense with intimacy, and then also to stereotypes, to the interests or the ways in which we establish ourselves and then pretty much segregate off from the other aspects. If someone's different than us, they're different. They go over there and we go over here, and that's just sort of how the world works. And that, it goes into the larger scale and also the smaller scale, when you're in your individual life. And there's been consistent changes going on lately that I feel have brought me to this realization and seeing that, maybe all of a sudden I don't get along with a certain friend anymore. And it's not like I don't love that person still. It's not like I don't still have a connection with them. It's just our lives are gradually moving us into different areas, different circumstances. And I started feeling sad about it and disconnected and seeing our differences and being all right, and sort of closing my heart off from that. Not caring anymore, but really feeling a block form. And the same thing goes with some intimate relationships that I've been having lately, and they change, and then I would feel building that wall again. And I realized that building that wall in whatever situation makes me depressed. I'm not happy with that wall, even though I feel with the way that the system works, or with the way that we're programmed to be, it's you have to choose, you have to make a choice, and there has to be the one without the other, and otherwise it's too complicated, and we're afraid of that seemingly complicated situation. But it's actually not complicated. The complication arises out of the fear of something different. The fear of keeping ourselves open and finding a creative way to establish that openness, not building the walls, not deciding and separating, but staying open. And so I was in a connection, and it changed. I built up this wall, and you know, all of these negative things came up, like criticize the situation, judge the situation, be like, oh, why was I ever with this person, you know, like, and just see all of the negative aspects. And I just didn't feel okay to do that. So I reconnected with them, and like, although, you know, there are things that need to be worked out, especially since the situation ended, not necessarily with both of us wanting it to end, you know, but life is life, and we're guided. So, but it's always like better to keep your heart open, to keep the connection there, to embrace what people come into your life, embrace what situations come into your life, and know that you're always capable of keeping them all around. This is symbolic, not just to our individual universe, but to the entire planet itself. There's so much fear going on right now. There's so much turmoil and destruction, and, you know, things that are like really heavy, really intense, really almost chaotic, you know, but it's an easy time to want to close ourselves off, to isolate, to protect, to go back into the cocoon instead of become the chrysalis and the butterfly and come out of the cocoon like we really need to do now. And how we can do that is to open our heart, rip open, you know, uncage it, open it, be vulnerable, because that is your power. Be strong enough, know that you're strong enough to love everything and everyone in your life. Just continue the isolating factors. Don't look at a person just because they're not like you don't have anything seemingly in common, and decide that this is not for you. I'm not interested, you don't care, whatever, I'm ambivalent, it doesn't, you know? Because that's not gonna solve the larger aspects of what's going on on the planet. It keeps the wars, keeps the segregation. So I think that opening your heart to and reestablishing different ways, your own individual truth, establishing that and figuring out what works for you, figuring out what makes you feel happy, what you can do, and embracing the power that you can do this and change what's going on. You know, there's a lot of things I could be unhappy about in my life, but I'm choosing to stay positive and to embrace that reality and embrace those feelings, embrace the pain, embrace the suffering, embrace the confusion and illusion and whatever else it is that's going on, and let go and surrender to the transience of our life, the cyclic nature of everything. And therein is the freedom of a choice, our choice, to not be in the drama, to not be caught up and tied in and tugged and pulled and yanked and smushed and whatever with what's going on around us, but to just be like a conscious, used to be unconscious maybe, participant, orchestrator, and just observer of this experience of being alive or human or whatever. And there, you know, is where you are free. There's where there is unlimited potential. to just express you as you. Be yourself. Be the creator. Be open. Stop avoiding situations and people. Something reoccurs in your life, constantly face it. Look, change how you see it. If it's something that scares you, if it's something that you find resistance to, if it's something that you're opposed on, face it. Change your perspective. Dig a little deeper and find out why. And whether it's even your thing. Maybe you're just programmed into that belief or that idea of it, and it doesn't even have anything to do with you. And then you suffer. Because that's not in your truth. When you live in your truth, whatever that truth is, and you stop caring about telling people what's right and wrong, but just live in what's right and wrong or whatever for you, there is your happiness. There's your freedom. There's your just being. Embracing. Whatever that is, you know? It can be whatever you want. And when you're aligned to that, life doesn't happen to you. You make life happen. It's a game. It's not a game anymore. You're not programmed into a game. You're playing with it. Playing with existence. Playing with energy. But yeah, I think one of the most important things I want to relay right now, or express, is open your heart. You know? Open. Open, 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 open. And find your truth again, like I always say. Find that truth. And realize that truth is, no one's going to tell you what that truth is. You can explore ways to figure out what helps you get there, or what helps you know what you like or don't like, or whatever, what can guide you, but ultimately it's yours and it's in you. You're not going to find it anywhere else but inside. Right, well, I love you.